Great. There we go. Welcome, everybody. It's Friday night over here where I am. It's really late Friday night where our host is. It might even be Saturday morning where some of you are. That's what I say every week. It's Friday Night Comics. Welcome. We call them the We Believe in Comics Friday Night Workshops at the Sequential Artists Workshop, or SAW. SAW is a 501c3 nonprofit over in America. You can find our courses at sawcomics.org. Excuse me, including up soon is a graphic medicine deep dive. It's 3 months long, lots of reading, lots of work, lots of engagement with Maureen Burdock. She does this every year. Usually sells out. It's a really great course, and that's starting, I think it starts January 20th, I think. Might be a little sooner. Anyway, I forget. Next week in this slot, we have Ellen Forney, who's going to be doing stories about fire. And who knows what that means. That's going to be super cool. So there's the Marie Burdock slide. And I want to thank everybody who donated. Donations help us keep these free, help us pay the instructors, and help us support other people when they need support for some of our other courses and stuff like that. So thank you for donating. Speaking of which, we have an end of the year fundraiser. I have a feeling we're going to keep saying we're going to have an end of the year fundraiser until next year, but we're working on getting it launched, so stay tuned. Okay, so let's get started. Please, no inappropriate speech or imagery. We say no trolling or hate speech, but we don't really get much of that. Please keep it PG-13 when we're sharing. And you can share on social media using the hashtag Friday Night Comics. You can tag us at Comics Workshop. I'll put Carlos's Instagram in the chat, and you can find us at members.sawcomics.org. These workshops are 90 minutes long, so let's keep an eye on the time and be respectful of our host, especially because it's 1 a.m. where he is. But there are lots of other ways to share after the time, including you can share in our weekly PDFs. We make a PDF every week. We put it on seesawcomics.org, and you can find it. It kind of looks like this. Could be 20 pages, could be 40 pages, full of the work that you do tonight, and there'll be plenty of links in the chat for how to upload. So enjoy. We have Carlos Sánchez tonight, and he's the manufacturer and artist of these great books, which you can get here, and we'll put them in the chat. But tonight we're doing monster comics, funny monster comics, funny character comics. I forget what we're doing, Carlos. You can tell me. I'm going to stop sharing. What are we doing? I forgot. I'm going to spotlight you. There we go. What did we call it?
No, hi Tom. First, thank you so much for having me here. We'll be making something like that, like funny creatures, monsters, characters, whatever you want to call it.
That was
we'll see later. That will depend of each of you. First of all, I wanted to apologize because probably we'll have like some mistakes. My English is quite okay, but I keep like having some problems with some words, with some spelling some words and some stuff. So please, if you have like some problem with some word or something, or I don't express myself clearly, just like ask. Thank you so much. Just ask by the chat, or just like stop me or something. Like I will speak more clear, or as clear as I can. As I was saying, Tom, thank you so much for inviting me here. I'm Carlos. I'm from Barcelona, Spain. Here it's quite late, and it's been like a long day. So yeah, maybe I will make more even like mistakes speaking, but well, that's why I apologize. And I wanted to share, maybe I made a little presentation just like to talk a little about me, and make a little presentation of what we are going to do tonight. We'll finish with some funny characters, and maybe like a little project of comic. But well, I'm going to share my screen. 1 second. Here, perfect. And I wanted to start with.
Oops, wait. We're not getting anything. Oh, there we
No,
go.
no.
Yep. Now,
Okay, perfect.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, we are going to start with the Spider-Man. That basically is my origins. Like I was like 7, 8 years old when that comes. It was like the Spanish translation of Spider-Man comics, like the ones that you had there in the 80s. They arrived to Spain like in the late 90s. I got this one in the 98, 99. And I read that with that age, 7, 8 years old, and I fall in love with that. It was like amazing suddenly. Like I was already reading quite much. I love literature. My mother is a literature teacher, and I've been reading since always. But I don't know, like discovered that comics existed, and discovered through Spider-Man was really amazing. So yeah, I've been reading comics and enjoying comics since ever. I've been making even my own comics since I was really little.
Well, look at
Short
that.
after I started reading the Spider-Man, I discovered also the world of manga and anime, and I started making my own your little comics. As you can see, they were maybe not the best, but I was like around 9, 10 years old when I was doing that, and I think that I evolved quite much since then. But well, I keep them. I found them like in my parents' home like a couple of months ago, and I was like quite impressed by myself, like and quite proud.
Yeah.
But well, that was always being like kind of a hobby for me. I never quit drawing. I wanted to be a comic artist when I was a kid, and then I grew up and I discovered that it's kind of hard to to live as a comic artist. I made many other things. I studied design, product design. I studied philosophy, and many years after that, I decided that no, that comics is what I wanted to do. So I came back to making comics. Like I don't know, like 4 years, 5 years ago, I decided that comic was what I really enjoy and what I wanted to do professionally. So I also found like a few weeks ago this quote that I wrote myself this 4 or 5 years ago. Tips for being a good artist, not to be a bad comic artist. I found it. I found it. I wrote it when I decided that I wanted to make comics professionally. And right then I was just making like some zines. I was creating my own stories, but I didn't have any like clear project. I didn't have any idea. But I don't know. I saw it now, and it's a silly sentence. It's a silly tip, but I kind of appreciate it more than like what it really means. For me now means like something like to be a comic artist or a good comic artist, you don't have to stop doing it. You have to keep improving, keep like making your stories, keep drawing, keep like imagining things, narrating histories, creating characters, and keep doing it till that you make it or till that you make anything. Actually, like just like drawing something, creating an history, or drawing something in a piece of paper is already like such a success. And well, it's thanks to that I finished like making Run, the comic that you presented, Tom. Is my big work. Actually, it's like the only work that is professionally published. Um, and the funny part of the curious part of Run is that at the end is not an history that I had in mind and I just went and drew it. It's kind of like uh, it's made with I don't know how to express it. I made it through the years. Like it's a sum of many little histories, like many characters that I had developed, many like little scenes that I created many years ago, connected like the histories, the characters. And that's actually what I enjoy the most, not creating just like one story, is creating like kind of like narratives, characters, like background characters. And that's why in the comic there is like a lot of like things that I like. There's like lots of action, lots of like weird, uh, funny characters, creepy character as well. but also like something that I love and that I try to add in any drawing that I do, that is food, games, kind of parties. And one thing that I love absolutely are the little like silly creatures and the background characters. That is something that I always add, and I think that it gives like so much like I don't know, it gives something that normal like boring comics don't have like. Um, and that's what we are going to do tonight. And sorry for this little presentation. I just want us to show you a little what I'm doing. And I wanted to show it to you because I consider that it is really important to create this kind of background histories. Not only like the main histories, it's important to create kind of like it's so much more funny when like the characters that are in the background, they are not like gray plain characters, they are something more. They have their own language, they have their own history, they have like, I like for example to include in my comics like in the background like little like scenes with little characters that their histories are happening like at the same time that the history is kind of like being narrated, and you need like to go back some pages for understand what is happening. These like creatures that they are just part of the background. And that's one of the things that I enjoy the most making comics, like creating these silly characters that normally they are like secondary, tertiary characters, background characters, and give them their own voice, their own history. And that's what we are going to do today. We are going to give a little more importance to like secondary characters, to these background characters. We are creating corons, and we are going to make a comic of their their history.
Cool.
Just like a few examples of the things like that I do. These are totally like secondary characters of my comic. They are not important at all, but for create them, I kind of like each of them have their own history that doesn't appear in the comic because it's not even necessary. Like this history of these characters is not necessary for the comic history. But when I'm drawing them, I'm already kind of like imagining like what this, I don't know, this top lady with like kind of wool hair, uh, what her life was, or the other character actually appears in other comic as well. It have also like its own history, and that makes like that gives them personality, and makes that for example the way that they express is very particular because like they are someone. They are not just like a character that appear one time and that you don't care about it. One funny thing that I want also to comment is that like these like characters that appear in the background, they were like kind of like as interesting that I finished making this little thing with my partner, that they are just like kind of a bestiary of the creatures that appear in the comic, that they just appear in the background, but that we had too many things to tell about them that we decided to put them in a book shape. And another like little funny thing is that I created this character like I almost didn't put it in the book. It was last moment character, last moment design. Uh, but I liked it so much, so it kind of become like a more important character. And the funny thing is that not just for me, like the readers started like loving this character so much. A character that actually is based in my dog. Uh, and it become as popular, and like people love it as much that I have to give it so much more like protagonist in the second book. And people like started making like these plushies that you can see at left. They are like totally handmade. Like a couple of fans came to my signatures and they give it to me, and I was like, oh my god, really, you did like that? And we just did like a paper toy because people was kind of like very obsessed about about the characters. So we were like, okay, we are going to give you something for making Christmas. We just released this kind of paper toy. So as I was saying, we are going to create. We are going to make like first a little exercise for warming up. It's an exercise that I make. I made 1,000 times. I will show you now examples of like things that I've been doing during the last years. but it's an exercise that I make when I have to draw one, for example, a scene where there is like a big background full of like elements, and it have to have a lot of characters as well, and I don't have like enough characters created or enough imagination in the moment for like just like be drawing them. So I just make this type of exercises just for let my imagination go and like get inspired by by the things that are in my head, and that sometimes can they don't appear like directly. I'm so sorry. I think that I'm talking very messy. So please, if
No, it's fine.
if
It's great.
um,
We're excited to like. I'm just excited to try and make characters like this. I'm super excited. So, and
so thank.
and maybe the goal is to have plushies by the end of the workshop.
That will be awesome. So we are going to start with an exercise that probably some of you know already. It's very basic, and I do it. I have like tons of like little notebooks full of like this type of exercises. I'm going to show you now. The exercise will consist in drawing some blobs. Like we can draw them by. I will draw them by marker, but you can draw them just like by crayon or by a pen or pencil. Or if you're working in digital, you can just do it in like the tablet without problem. But the thing is like you draw some blocks and later you create like some kind of character around like the blocks. The point is that you don't like think a priori what you're going to draw. You just let your imagination go.
I think we might need to, I think we might not need to stop screen sharing in order to see that better.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, let me totally like show you. Actually, maybe I could just show it to you fast, and we could
Oh
like
yeah, easy.
start the exercise.
Draw some. Okay, so exercise.
Uh,
Draw some
let
block. I can write this in the chat too.
let me see how to stop sharing that. Okay, I could have like a problem. Okay, here, like stop sharing. Sorry. Perfect. Uh, so yeah, we are just going to draw some blobs. Like I will draw them myself, mines with
Um,
marker. And the point will be like just to let our imagination go, and whatever these blobs will inspire us, we'll draw it. Like whatever is like funny cutie creatures, that is normally what it comes to my mind, or like something more like humanoid, whatever these blobs inspire you. The point is like to draw like random blobs. Not don't think in the first moment what you want to finish drawing. Just like draw like something that is totally random, and later let your hands kind of like go through it and see what happens. I'm going just to change my camera to show you what I'm going to do.
okay,
Uh, 1 second.
sure.
I hope that you can see well
Yeah.
the sheet of paper. Perfect.
Mhm.
We are going to use first like use like half of a sheet of paper, or a half of like the screen if you're working in digital. Uh, the point will be like just to make like a few blobs. Let's say like to make like around 3, 4. Let's not make more because that should be like just a warm up fast exercise. But the point will be like to make them super fast. As I said, if you don't have markers, you can just make like the shape with a pen. You don't have to make the full blob.
Did that cute goat character start from that little bean shape?
Yeah, totally. I mean,
Yeah.
I made kind of like a potato blob shape. and I drew this kind of goat. It's called a pillow goat because like the idea is that it's kind of like a pillow and a goat at the same time. And when I was drawing it, I was like, that's totally like my dog. And actually, like the creature behaves like 100% like my dog. So yeah, it comes from here. Also, like all the characters that I was showing you before, this page that had like I think that they are 9 characters. They are like most of them like come from here, from this notebook that I showed you before.
Oh, wow.
So the idea will be like just to take the blobs and let your imagination go, like to see what happens, like what you imagine it, like maybe some like face. This one could be like a human with a very like weird mushroom head. This one for me, it totally looked like my dog, so I'm going to draw like how he looks.
Oh, look at that.
And the funny thing is that when you're creating this kind of characters, like just drawing them, it already kind of inspire you for like make start creating some like background history for these characters.
Mm.
Many people ask me always like what you draw the characters first and later you create their background history, or you create like the history of the character and later you draw the character. And I always say the same, like normally that comes together for me. Like I'm drawing something or I'm doing that and I already think like, oh my god, this dog looks so cute, it's totally like my dog, so probably like he enjoys cookies and he enjoys treats. Or this guy with like kind of the mushroom haircut, probably like he's into like some weird potion crafting or something like that. For sure, I spent many hours in the forest, probably with a friend frog or something like that. The point is to make like really like fast exercise, to not think so much. Like I think that the funny thing is that not overthink it, just go for it and see
Hmm.
what happens.
It's got a little jar or something. How cute.
That could be totally kind of like a kind of ghost from the forest or something like that. Like taking like some crafted potion or something like that.
I like stealing what you're doing too. Like you've got this sort of drippy little things on that one. I like, oh, I can do that. Well,
Feel free to do it. I mean, that's also the fun part to make like. Normally, I do that with my partner. She's an illustrator as well, and we just sit down. We normally, if she makes the blobs, I make the drawings. Or if I make the blobs, she makes later the drawings. And also the cool thing of making with marker is that normally later you have like the back part and you can like do the opposite shape
oh,
and think like what this opposite shape kind of like you cannot do the same kind of character, you have to think something else, and that actually gives you also like so much like I don't know, it's it lets you so much space for like create new things and draw different things.
yeah, makes total sense. I love that character with that little bottle. And you make it so easy. Like that little character holding the bottle doesn't even have hands, you know? It's just a little.
I don't know. I think that I'm too used also to be doing this kind of exercise. Some of the shapes already like there is some kind of shapes that I see already them like that have to be like I don't know this one, no, like this kind of like girl Zelda looking. I saw the hair, the shape, and it's like that have to be kind of like a long time of like spongy hair, or the guy, for example, with the weird hair also like is typical. We're going to live like maybe like 1 minute more, and we are going to. That's just first stuff for warm up. We are
Yeah.
going to make a second exercise that it will be exactly the same, but trying to make like a few objects. I don't know, little things like technology things, weapons, whatever it comes to your mind with the same. Like let's make some
Oh.
blobs, and let's see what that can where it brings you.
Are we starting that now? Part two? I'll write it down.
Uh, yeah, I'm starting, but like feel free to finish with calm the first exercise. I will just be making my blobs. We can start like that in half minute.
So in the part two, we're going to be making objects, technology, things like that.
Yeah, something like that is not properly like a live creature, that is not a character.
Uh,
Let's do something that later we can like connect with the characters.
okay.
Let's make the same. Let's make like 3, 4, 5 max blobs. Let's see what happens with them.
Okay. I'll put that in the chat.
Oh, by the way, I didn't say, but like I hope that you had like an amazing Thanksgiving day yesterday.
I hope so too. I sometimes it can be people get into fraught experiences with their families. Uh,
I get that.
I've never
Yeah,
made.
here in Spain, we really are like very familiar. Like any meeting, like or any occasion is an excuse for a family meeting, and sometimes it's too much. In Christmas it's crazy because we have like, for example, we have not only like Christmas Eve and Christmas the following day, the 26th, is also celebrated here. So basically, you spend like 3 days in a row with a family, and that can be sometimes really mortal. But
Uh,
but it's fun and it's nice, and there is tons of food, so that's something that that I enjoy.
I love that you made that one toast or bread. Oh, that's great. Hmm. And again, I think I'm going to steal from you. Look at, I'll make a calculator or whatever, or phone.
I feel totally free to get inspired. I think that's that's cool actually. But yeah, I think that I made it quite hard for me. Like I don't know what this last shape could be. It looks like a mustache or like a sweet potato, but I don't think that are good ideas.
I mean, they could be big things too, right? It could be an automobile.
Yeah, of course. Like whatever it passed for your mind. I think that that will be a shoe.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we are going with time, Tom.
Great. I think depends on what we're doing next.
Okay, now the funny part will be like to choose one of the characters, to choose one of the objects, and to kind of like create a character with these two things, a character that will have like some relation with this object. Also, it will be cool to think in some name for the character, and maybe some space, and we are going to make like a super fast short comic, like kind of presenting a little the character, just like 4 panels, 6 panels max.
Okay.
So I think that in my case, I'm going to go for the dog
Oh, right. I'm putting,
and
wait, which one's the duck? Oh, the dog. Sorry.
the dog.
Oh, okay.
And I'm kind of in between the phone and the toast, and maybe I will use both of them because I kind of like them.
Fun. Okay.
Yeah, I will just make like a fast sketch of how I imagine this character, and I will write maybe some name and like maybe a couple of things that I want to I want that they make like this character being like a real character.
So you're gonna write a name for the character too. I'll tell people to do that. Oh, look at that.
I think that I'm going to give him like a Spanish name. Uh, he's going to be called Paco. You're seeing my screen correctly, or you're seeing it reverse?
No, it looks great. Paco the dog.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, because I'm seeing it reverse, and it's like I hope that you're not seeing it that way.
Oh, you're writing things. Oh, likes cookies and bread, dislikes loud music, smelly feet.
You don't have to draw that. Just like you have to from the things that you draw before, from the characters that you got from the blob, just like choose the one that more calls you, the one that I don't know, like you think that it have like some history behind. And we are going to make some short comic. We are going just to make like 4-6 panels, explaining a little like presenting a little the character. Um, and one thing that when I started making comics, I think that I'm going to put my face. I will keep sharing that. When I started making comics, when I started making Rune, I started reading a lot about how to write the scripts. I didn't have like any idea about how to write a comic script because everything that I was doing before, like all the scenes that I was doing, all the little stories, they were like 30 pages or less. And suddenly I had to write a comic that had like 160 pages, and I was like, oh my
Hmm.
god, how I do that? And I read like a few books, a few manuals of how to write the scripts, how to write comic scripts, and one of the most interesting things that I read is like you have to do not only like cliffhangers at the end of the comic book or at the end of the scenes. You have to make always like kind of like some little cliffhanger, or like a little surprise at the end of each page. Like if
Mhm.
each page will be a little like it will have like some punch, or have like will have like a little surprise, or it will have like some surprise. Kind of it will be if it will be like Garfield with Garfield punches at the end, or Nancy or Peanut, for example. So what we are going to do is that we are going to make like some panels presenting the character, like saying like this is this character, he likes that, and something happens, so that at the end we have like some surprise, or at least we have something that it makes us to want to keep creating, or keep like reading about this character, like to keep like developing it as the creators, or that we want to keep reading about it as the readers. Some like little punch, or some like little like I didn't expect that, or um, something that it just not make like a plain character, something that makes like the character a little more complete, or a little more even contradictory. Um, so that's why I'm going to make the, sorry, yeah, I just was reading the chat. If there is any question or something, yes, please let me know. Um,
Yeah.
I'm going to make my character being like a dog that wants to learn to cook. But his problem is that he's a dog, and he actually cannot read. Uh, so yeah, I think I'm going to make like 6 panels presenting a little like the dog, and just like making this little final joke.
Okay.
Joke.
We can all do the same. Do you know what you're going to do? I mean, have you planned it out in your head, or are you sort of going one panel at a time, Carlos?
No, I had it more or less. Let's see if like I can manage to make it in 6 panels, or I will need like, no, I don't think that I don't want to make more. Uh, let's see if I can keep it like short. Yeah, I'm going to just to make a silly presentation of like the character kind of dreaming about like being a cook, um, and kind of making him make kind of like a video presentation for applied to a cooking school, and we are going to finish with him receiving like an SMS through the phone saying that he got approved in the in the cooking school, and the problem is that he cannot know that he was admitted in the school because he cannot read it. So
Nice.
yeah, just a really like silly little stupid history, but it's actually the type of things I like to do.
Right, right. So now's a good time to figure out how long we should do this.
Oh
What do you
yeah, how long we have? Actually,
I I would say somewhere between 15 and 20 minutes is probably right. More like
perfect. Yeah, that will be perfect timing. Yeah, let's do that. That will be the last exercise, I promise. I will not make you work more.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that that should be enough for plan a little history and make just like a few like dirty sketches. Like
Okay.
not something raw, like nothing like super clean. Let's leave it like just like as a concept idea.
Okay. I'll set the timer for 15 and we'll see how we're doing after that. You'll hear this really pretty music at 15 minutes. Here we
Perfect.
go. Nikki is delighted with her blobs. Very good. I'm delighted with my blob too. I haven't, I'm not ready. Not sure what to do yet. Let's see. All right, we have 10 minutes left. We're down to 7.5 minutes. That's half of our time. People like to know. Down to 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Down to 2 minutes 30. That's our timer.
Yeah, I'm so bad at
Oh,
timing
what do
things.
you?
Like,
Oh, it looks great. I was worried you were erasing the whole thing at the last minute.
no, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just like really bad at, at keeping track of time and stuff. But yeah, more or less, I'm done with that.
Great. Will you read it to us? I can't see the.
Yeah, of course. Uh, okay, we have like this presentation in the first panel about Paco. Like every afternoon, Paco takes a nap after lunch. Paco's dream is to become a baker, so he can make as many treats as he wants. So he is dreaming about the treats. he wants it so much that he submitted a video application to get into a cooking school. And we see him like applying with the webcam. But suddenly the phone that had here in the little table, the table vibrates. He wakes up. Woof. And there is a message. You have been admitted into the cooking school. Sadly, Paco will never know because he can read. He's a dog. And we can
Oh.
see him like crying because he really don't understand what happened with the phone. Just like really silly story, like it barely makes sense, but it already gives you kind of like a little of idea of what this Paco could do. Like probably even if he cannot read, he could like manage his way like kind of ratatouille,
Right.
and become like a baker or something. But well, for now we just have like this first introduction to the character.
Delightful. Thanks so much. Should we see what other people have done?
Please, I would love that.
Yeah. Carlos, I'm going to ask you to raise your Zoom hand if you can find it. It's on the, well, I'll wait till you get to your, oh, there you go. Usually down below in the Zoom menu, there's something that says raise hand. And if it's not there, it might be under the button that says react, and you could press that little heart. And and that might give you
Mm.
the raise hand button. And the reason
Here. Recognize hand gestures, maybe? Or
it's usually near that, I think. Is it, do you see something that says oh wait, no, click the arrow. Wait, I don't know.
yeah. I'm seeing now. Okay. Tom and two more, they are like raising their hands. I'm seeing
Yeah,
it now.
but you should be able to raise yours too. Do you see that? No.
No, not really. I'm sorry. My first time with Zoom.
Oh, really? Oh, never mind. Well, that's okay. We might lose sight of you on the grid as people raise their Zoom hand, but that's funny. It's usually under React or sometimes it's
Here, maybe React. Okay, I'm thinking now. Lemon. Okay, yes, I have it in Spanish.
hey, you did it.
I
That's
see
it.
it here.
Awesome.
Perfect. Awesome.
All right, and we'll see if it sticks. Okay, so we've got some people lined up to let's take a look. Uh, and we'll go to Doc Hoff and then Gail and then Michael, and we'll see what they did. Here we go.
Thanks.
Wonderful. Carlos, this was a lot of fun. My two blobs were I made into a dinosaur and a guitar.
Awesome.
And I don't know if it focuses there or not. Let's see, I've always wanted to play guitar. Um, my parents never believed in me because I'm a dinosaur. Um, and because I have little arms and can't read that backwards. And I'm physically not able to hold a guitar, but don't doubt me and the power of Dino Rock because I learned how to play with my toes. So there you
My God,
go.
that's amazing. I mean, I will pay for for real like to see like what happens, and I don't know. I imagine him like forming like a rock band or something. It's amazing.
Excellent. Thank you so very much. It was a blast tonight. Thanks so much.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thanks, Doc. Okay, we'll go to Gail next. Let's see what Gail's got. There we go.
I'm trying to think of a joke. Rock band, Paleolithic rock. No. I don't know. Anyway, this was so much fun. I'm going to show you my blobs. Here are my first blobs. Then
Nice.
here's my, oops.
Oh, look at that cat.
So cool.
Yeah, here's my second bunch of blobs. And then I ended up going with the dog blob, and you'll see. Okay. My notebook is kind of falling apart. All right. Okay. Oh my God. I have to get. No. Come on. Okay. Okay. So This dog, by the way, is inspired by Columbo's dog. I've been watching Columbo reruns a lot lately, and Columbo had a basset hound named Dog. The funniest. Anyway, the basset hound named Dog does not do anything except lie around and drool. So this is my version of that basset hound. So the basset hound, the dog here, has a problem. There are some very tasty looking treats up on the counter. And this turns out to be the solution because this is a bottle of bubbles. I don't know, bubble blowing bubbles. So dog blows a really big bubble and knocks over the treats so he can eat them. Thank you so much. This was so much fun. I really
No,
needed that. Thank you.
it was amazing, and I love the dog, and I love the shape of the dog. I really
Yeah.
it's so fun. I mean, it's perfect.
Thanks, Gail. Terrific. All right, let's go to Michael next, then Bill.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, hi, Michael.
Hey, Tom. Hey, Carlos, this is amazing. All right, so here are my blobs.
Ooh.
Um, here's more blobs. I can't relate to inanimate objects, so I didn't like this. So at this point, I took inspiration from my hero Edgar and went completely rogue and just used this character for to do yet another self-indulgent autobiocomic. It says, last night I took my mom and girlfriend out for Thanksgiving dinner. It was a buffet. Annie only went up once and didn't even clean her plate. Mom was horrified that she didn't get her money's worth. But Mom and I kept filling our plates and cleaning them off like bulldozers. I couldn't stop. I just couldn't stop.
My God, so good.
I've become a monster. Look away. Look away. True story.
I'm impressed not only because the level of fun of the history, but also like how you managed to do that in this. I mean, I barely managed to make like a full 6 panels, and you make like no, a lot of panels, plus
Just
all
four.
the characters. No, but like the characters were super detailed. Like I'm I'm kind of ashamed now of what I did. Like my blobs were like the most basic.
No,
The most basic thing.
I'm
Amazing.
overcompensating for too many insecurities to reveal here and now. But but thank you. This is a lot of fun.
Thank you
Thanks,
so
Michael.
much.
Okay, we'll go to Bill next, and then Connor, and then Jackie. Bill, are you ready? Here we go.
Yes. I didn't mean to go rogue, but the first thing I thought of was like odd shapes. I think my mind wandered a bit. So I drew something that I first drew when I was in second grade. Darn it, glare. Can I get past the glare? Oh
No,
yes, there we
perfect.
go. The peanutosaur. And I thought, what other animal vegetable combination I can come up with? And then I thought of the mushroom vulture. It uses its shape to go into war zones, and actually, it's thinking, "Oh, I can't eat another bite. So many moldy, discarded field rations. Time to fool the humans." And the humans look up and they think they see a slow, relatively vulnerable, very important advanced warning and control system aircraft. And when it's really just a vulture cruising on the thermals with a giant mushroom on its back. So someone who wants a promotion yells, "Launch all Zig fighters!" An hour later, the message traffic is, "We're running low on fuel." Okay, I don't want to miss my stories. And the vultures generously pass on some opportunities to chow down because there's always discarded human food lying around. And I thought, well, maybe another shape. How about the cauliflower starfish, which doesn't have grippy arms for attacking and eating shellfish, but it does have special gut flora that allows it to digest human plastic waste. The rodeo clown jellyfish, named after the most skilled people who deal with the sudden safety emergencies, grab plastic bags, put them on like coats, swim down to the cauliflowers, and take their coats off and drop them where the cauliflower can get them. And then that's when I heard we have to write a story. So that's the peanutosaur and the vulture in a boat. And the rodeo clown says, okay, once upon a time, om nom 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 nom. The end.
Thanks, Bill.
Awesome. No,
I'm
I
glad
love
you
them.
enjoyed that.
They were amazing. Actually, like I was thinking, like they were before I was talking that we make this kind of like sim bestiarium with like different animals that appear in my comic, and I could imagine like all of them there. Like
Yeah.
actually, the one of the
If you look
cauliflower.
very closely, the rodeo clown jellyfish is wearing a Tesco bag. I'm trying to not just be US oriented.
All right. Thanks, Bill. We'll go,
Awesome.
we'll go to Connor next, and then Jackie, then Jen. Here we go.
Okay. So related to this one. So, I mean, like I did do the whole marker thing, and basically it was just me just kind of just figuring out what I can do with the tools I had in real time. So it's kind of like this eel thing, and maybe this dragon that looks like a shoe, maybe. Yeah. So yeah, and we have the panels here. So yeah, I think like I don't know why we have a cactus in the ocean, but that's what I drew. Yeah, so it takes place in the ocean. Then we got like this eel. It's kind of just like turning his back, and then we got like a torpedo. And then flip it around. He's just like, what the heck is going on with speed lines? Then I think I stopped here. Just kind of easing my way into it a little bit. But yeah, gets hit by the torpedo. So.
So brutal, but so awesome. Yeah. I love it, and I love the first sketches, the ones with the animals. They are like amazing, and the one with the marker also looks like so vivid, so cool.
So, yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Connor.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, we'll go to Jackie next, then Jen. Here we go.
Hi. This was a hoot. Thank you so much. These are my blobs. I just some fish lady and dinosaur, three-eyed cat, melty 2000s phone, and so I decided to go with the three-eyed cat. I'll be with you in a second. Three-eyed cat, and it's and the fidget spinner. So this is Claude. It's Claude, the three-eyed cat with ADHD. Hi, I'm Claude. I like cheese. My fidget spinner helps me focus. Sort of. Beep beep. Whoops, excuse me, it's time to take my meds. Who wrapped this in bacon? What am I, a dog? Who wants to pill the cat? Ha 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 ha. Oh, wait, look, a squirrel. Which is always like the nuclear option for ending any cartoon with ADHD characters. Like, make them find a squirrel. And I have ADHD, so I'm not like making fun of people with ADHD.
No, I relate. Awesome. Also, like I love Claude as a name. Like I have so much trouble finding names for characters, and I finish like always like calling like most of my characters like people that I know or like neighbors, and Claude actually is a neighbor of mine, so I'm putting his face on the cat as well.
Thanks, Jackie.
So you're welcome.
All right, we'll go to
Thank you.
Jen next, then Sarah, then Michaela. Hi there, Jen.
Okay, hello. So here are my hold on. Okay, here are my blobs. Here's the first set. And then here are the ones that are objects, sort of. I also had trouble with that. I have like a skateboard and a shoe and a watering can and then another dude. And so I picked this. I liked this one. And then also the shoe. And so I named my blob Jorge. And Jorge stumbles upon a magic shoe. His shoelaces are also a mustache. The mustache can grant 3 wishes, but you have to tie his mustache in a knot first. Jorge twists the mustache and asks to be able to fly, but he twists the mustache too hard. And instead of being able to fly, he ... to be continued. Thus getting the reader to buy in and want to continue reading.
I totally will want like that's funny. The character is so cute, and now you leave me like totally in the cliffhanger. Like.
Thank you. This was really fun. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much,
Thank you
Jen.
so much.
All right, we'll go to Sarah next. There we go. Hi, Sarah.
Hey, hi, Carlos. This is so fun. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Let's see. I ended up with 2 blobs that ended up being a bunny and a video game controller. So I had a little bunny that was in his room and he wouldn't stop playing. So so it's just like crazy loud music, and he's got a bowl of carrots that he's strewn all over the couch, and it's like distorted music and beeping, and keep out on the door with a poison sign for his mom. And then the mom comes over, get out here, bad bunny. And the beeping, and he's like, oh no. And then he just says, you want to come and play?
Awesome. I will expect my mother like saying that yes, like I will totally join the party of the
I know, me
party.
too. I'd go in.
That
Really
was so cute and so fun.
Thank
Also, I
you.
love like the I could never think about like a video game controller, and that actually gives like like so much like opportunities. Like
Yeah.
that was such a clever idea.
Thanks. Thank you.
Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you.
All right, this is a good reminder for everybody to share after tonight. I'm going to put it in the chat one last time. You can share on social media or in our PDFs. We'll go to Michaela next. Hi, Michaela.
Hi, these are my doodles. I don't know if you can see them okay.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I wonder if I could share if I could hit share for a second.
Oh, yeah, hang on. Let me change that for you. There you go.
This is the actual comic. So the comic is about this thing called, or this shape called Bonnie. Bonnie likes her beanie. She wears it while drawing. Bonnie wears it while reading. So this is a lot less zany activity than in Sarah's comic. While watching TV in bed. But there's a major cliffhanger. One day the red beanie is lost. It drifts far, far away.
Oh.
That's it. There's no resolution. You said to do cliffhangers on everything.
No, it's awesome. It's beautiful. It's actually like, I mean, it will work perfectly as one page one shot one page comic, but also like it gives you so much like I don't know, like for now, like I'm thinking like, oh my God, like what Bonnie will do? Will go after the beanie, will like become a different character because like now it's like Bonnie without the beanie, like maybe it's totally a different person. I think that it works really nice. And as I said, it works perfectly like as one comic, one page comic, but also like I could totally imagine like a few more like pages, like one complete scene about like what happens with Bonnie after she loses the beanie, and what happens if she recovers the beanie.
You can see Bonnie's already changed from losing the beanie, and then who knows what'll happen to her exactly.
Cosmic. Thanks, Michaela. I love
Thank
this.
you.
Thank you so much.
We'll go to Tobias next if Tobias is ready.
Yep, I'm ready. Just gotta share. These are my shapes.
Ooh.
And I chose a lizard and a little plastic bag, like a takeout plastic bag. So I made the lizard into a DoorDash driver. And then he rings the doorbell, and the person inside says "coming," and they go to open the door, and they have money coming out of the wallet, and said, "Thanks for delivery, bro." But it's a tiny lizard on his doormat, and he takes the bag, and the lizard gets into a big truck and drives away really obnoxiously.
Who would have thought?
I'm really loving all your histories because, like, yes, as I said, they are kind of like secondary characters that you will never imagine them having like an history. But like now, like I'm saying that apart from that is like is so dynamic and so cool. I want to know like what happens with this lizard. It's like it's not like a character that you will imagine having like a comic or like some. But yeah, it works perfectly and it will work like a side character, but also like I imagine that like some short history, some short scene, like knowing what happens with the lizard and what happens with the lizard driving like crazy.
Thanks, Tobias.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go to Tim next. Hi there, Tim. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. How are you?
Good. How are you?
So yeah, this was a fun because let's see, my blobs. I was breaking out of how I would usually draw a character, and I was just trying to bend the rules of anatomy and get them to fit into the blob shape, which made me think of the character being like almost like a river spirit. Well, that the character liked being wet. Oh, so here's the first panel. Just laying in the river, and I thought it would be kind of fun, like the dress floating in the river and the hair floating. And then the second panel is kind of when you lay on your back and you look up at the branches and the frames. Then we need it.
Aww.
He's like, what's going on here? And then this guy rushes down to the river, splashes in, can't find anything. But then here's the mystery. She is behind him, just dripping wet. So I guess that's the cliffhanger.
It's so beautiful.
Thank you.
No, really, it's like I love it.
Yeah,
it just it's amazing, and also like the cliffhanger and like who you like make the characters and how fluid they look and that's so beautiful. And sorry I for interrupt and I'm babbling. It just came to my mind. There is like an awesome comic. I will make a little recommendation from a Spanish comic artist and comic writer called Enrique Fernandez. He have a comic called Nima, Nema. I will write it here, and it's so beautiful. And just like sorry, it just remember it like a little to me because at the end it's like a kind of like a nymph or like kind of like an aquatic girl that meets like a human, and it's super cool because they they cannot communicate, and the way that the communication is shown in the comic is like really, really, really smart and really cool, and the colors are beautiful. Sorry, it just came to my mind, and I just I'm just like letting you know in case you will be interested. But yeah, like the style remember me a little because it have like this kind of beautiful fluid style. If you're interested, please check him. He's an amazing artist. He make like a few comics that they are like really, really worthy. Sorry, I shut up.
No, thank you. That's a good reference.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
pretty cool.
it kind of got me out of the box by drawing more fluid just to fit the blob idea. So that was fun.
Thanks, Tim.
Thanks.
Awesome. Okay, we'll go to Jane next.
All right. Hi. This was super fun. And my child is over at Grandpa's, so I have a chance to speak. So for my little blob character, I came up with Zoopy, who's loosely based off on an animal related to giraffes, whose name I can't remember right now, but that's all right. And then I made more blobs, and I had trees communicating with each other through scent. Then I had the UV light of awesomeness. So I chose the UV light of awesomeness. And I spend way too much time at the zoo, much like my son loves the zoo. So Zoopy lives in the zoo. Zippy goes to the zoo to watch Zoopy. And they have a stare down contest. So the basic deal is if he wins, he gets to see like Zoopy. If he wins, Zippy gets to see what's in Zippy gets to see what's in Zippy's bag. Now, of course, after a little while, everyone falls asleep because the zoo's really calm. It's a Monday, it's raining, no one's really sure what's going on. And next thing you know, the UV light turns on and you get to see what 80% of the other animals can see that humans cannot. But I want to add in this part where there's a few other animals like, yeah, this does nothing for me. How about you? Because UV lights are cool. And if you ever get a chance, UV jelly rollers, they're invisible ink, and they give you a little black light that comes in, and you can really get the animals at the zoo interested in you by sharing black lights.
Thanks.
So cool. So cool. I love it.
Thank you. Thank
Also,
you.
like the colors that you use, like I'm actually impressed how like you manage, like all of you managed to make like awesome things, but also like how did you manage to not just make the history, make the characters, make the text? You also managed to color it like in a way that is like actually like really, really nice and beautiful, and it calls like I don't know, visually it calls me like, and so cool. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jane. Ellen Forney, not only are you a celebrity, you're hosting next week.
I'm hosting next week.
Hello.
I hope everybody's going to be back.
Yeah.
I'll just be real quick with what I did. Carlos, thank you so much. This was so much fun.
Thank you.
I'll have some getup that's not just me holding in front of the. Anyway, so I was just doing doodle. These were my creatures, and I wound up doing kind of modeling some of this off of what you were doing, like the scales and the like definition around the face, and I went with the sleep mask, and I did. This is this character is. Let's see, if I can get it in focus. Can you see?
Mm.
It's something that I made. Actually, it's like a kind of like a pillow that's full of rice, and you put it in the microwave, and it warms up. And so the reason I decided to do that was because of the prop that I did. That was the eye mask. And so the eye mask is its little sidekick. Can you see? It's like a little animal that's sleeping. And so it's just sleeping next to Show inside.
So I'm snuggling. Oh, and I wasn't really sure what to name. I was sitting here while everybody was like showing, like, I don't know what to name it. And then Jen's character was Jorge, and I was like, Jorge.
It's a good name.
Be like, oh, you know, like it's warm. And then because next week, so like I'm thinking about my own little assignment. I'm going to be doing fire next week, and so I wanted to put a little bit of fire in it. So got to be careful when you put these things in the microwave, especially if they're old and dry. And so like the little sidekick woke up a little bit with that story.
Awesome. I wish I could have one of these ones right now. Like here, it's really cold. I will try to not burn it, but like yeah, it will be amazing to just have one right now. It was so fun.
So thank you all.
Thanks, Ellen.
Thank you so much.
Next week. All right, Eli is next.
Hi. That was fun. I had some marker technical difficulties, but I pulled it together. So these are my blobs, and I was really interested in this one because it reminded me of like 20 years ago. I was on New Year's Eve. I stayed home and I was just watching TV, and I was on that Telemundo channel, Spanish language channel, and there was a variety show on, and there was this guy. His performance was he got on stage and pulled this like full body balloon up around himself and then held it around his neck and inflated it, and it was striped, and he just like jiggled around in it the whole time, and it was the craziest thing I've ever seen. I was like, I gotta watch this channel more, like this is good stuff. So I was thinking this little guy, let's see, I don't want to give away the end. So this little guy is hanging out with his jukebox and dancing, and it's like, put your hands in the air, woo, down low, wave it from side to side, dancing around. And then they do a flip, woo, ta-da. And that's their audition tape for maybe being a Soul Train dancer or something. To be continued, did they get the job? Thank you. That was really
Thank
fun.
you so much. Like really, like you're making these stories that like yeah, they keep you like wanting to know more.
Thanks, Eli. Carlos, are you okay going a couple minutes over? I think we just have a couple.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I mean, no problem.
Okay, we'll go to Sokai next. Here we go.
Hi. Well, this is this is the character that I chose. See if I can get it to. I'm looking at another screen, so it's a little character that looks like Jello, actually. Her name is Jaloo. And the little machine is this one. And I'll tell you in the story what it is. Okay. So usually if you get it by your face, oh, there it goes. So Jaloo is really lonely, and she just couldn't find anybody. She had one friend, his name was Herman, and he could make anything, and he made this thing for her that allowed her to travel wherever she wanted to. So she could whistle for it. She doesn't have any arms or legs or anything because she looks like a goat. And she whistled for it, and it took her, don't want to show you that. It took her, boy, so that when she whistled, it would come to her, and it took her, and she didn't know where it was going. And then she saw all these other little Jello characters that looked just like her, and realized that the machine had taken her on time travel back to when there were only amoebas. She realized that she was an amoeba, and so she had adapted having a flagella so that she could actually move a little bit better than the rest of the amoebas. But that's the story. She was home. They all looked like her, and she was happy.
So cool. Actually, so clever, the time travel idea. I love it. So cool. Now you see it better. That's so cool. That's so clever. Also, like I love the names. As I was saying, like I have so much trouble, like always putting names. I always ask my partner to help me with that. And you are so creative. All of you are so creative with names, like all the names that you've been using. And for me, it's like one of the hardest parts.
Thanks. Thanks, Sokai.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
That was fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll go to Sean next, and then Mishka, and we'll finish with Tova. Sean, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Good on the. There we go. Okay, here we go. So those are my shapes. This is the first time I did something. Ultimately, I chose that one. But, however, it didn't turn out to be the most creature characters, but there's a plot twist at the end. So anyway, guy's driving to work, and he's like, I gotta get some Dr. Pepper out of the refrigerator to start work. And all of a sudden, he has some bad news. There was no Dr. Pepper. And he's like, I didn't go to the store to get your Dr. Pepper. And I draw all these other creatures. Like I draw a microwave man, a girl in a plant pot, and some ghosts. It's like in a world where everyone's like creature. And all of a sudden he's like getting angry. It's like, no, I'm not going to drink any Dr. Pepper. No work. And he turns into a cyborg and he becomes homicidal, except at the end. He saves the pot girl because at the end it reveals that she was actually also a cyborg. He's like, you're fired. Good. There's no Dr. Pepper anyways, and I'm taking the girl with me. So at the end, the person actually was a cyborg.
A lot of story.
It's a cool story. It's fun. Also, like I love the characters. And as I was saying, that's cool because like there is not like a specific idea of creating like kind of like a creature or like a monster. Like the point of making this first exercise was like just like let your hand draw whatever it wanted. Let your imagination, right? So cool. Also, like now I can relate more because like I was like a couple of months ago in USA for first time, and I drink for first time Dr. Pepper. And I'm sorry, I didn't like it that much. But
So it was very fitting to do a story like that.
Cool. But now I can relate more with the story. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, welcome.
Thanks, Sean. All right, we'll go to Mishka next. Hi there, Mishka.
Hello. My connection might be unstable, so I apologize if I'm choppy. So I'm sharing. Is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Here's the blob that I wanted to share. It's yin and yang. I'll show you all the blobs. I was proud of this one over here, which is mostly people make peace signs that look like car logos, and this one is a car that has a peace symbol on it. So anyhow, so I guess I call them Yinny and Yangy. I didn't really name them, but it's a little explicit. I apologize for any under 18-year-old blobs in our viewing audience. So first he emerges from his little, or she, I don't know, from the little egg and is drawn toward the light. And then the other one that's down there in the corner comes up too. There's a little bit of shy interaction. And then they do their blobby thing and do more of their blobby thing and explode into a bunch of eggs.
That's your explicit comic.
What?
That's your explicit comic.
It's really beautiful. I mean, like that visually is
Did
it's amazing.
Did I not do
know
the assignment?
not only I know that like probably it's not the most appropriate for kids, but I could imagine a children book with this kind of illustration and this kind of
Sorry,
things.
I was
mean,
just
at the end,
kidding. It's not really that
very
explicit.
But yeah, I love it.
Thanks, Mishka. That was delightful. Thank you. And
You're
definitely
welcome.
upload. Everybody, I'll put it in the chat one last time. Share on social media or upload to our PDF thing. And thanks, Mishka.
Thank
Okay.
you. Happy Thanksgiving to those who celebrate.
Yeah. We'll go to Tova next. We'll finish up with Tova. There we go.
Okay, I lost it. Come on, come back. Come back.
Don't worry, no
There it
hurry.
is. There it is. See if I can get this to show up.
Yeah, now we are thinking. Well,
Yeah, okay, his name is Bernard the Bard. So I could think you can pretty easily tell the guy started out as a pretty good blob. And he has a blob friend who has a mouth, and his friend is saying, "Where is that music coming from?" Because he's not really, doesn't have his hands on the guitar, but the music is coming out. So he says, he's looking closely at the guitar and he says, "Little people inside. There are little creatures inside making the music."
Oh, that's so good.
And I used some of the other blobs inside the sound hole of the guitar.
oh, that's such a cool idea, and actually, like the composition and how it works, like I find it so cool. Like visually so attractive. It's like how you play with the characters and how you eliminate the idea of panels and you make this composition is so cool. But also I love that you make this thing that I do that is like create many characters and like trying to add them like as much as possible, like add them in the background, add them like in little places.
Right.
Normally people don't look, but if you look, you see the details, and it's like I think that's that's the coolest part.
Gracias, Carlos. This was a lot of fun.
Oh, thank you so much.
And I'm actually going to be in Barcelona next November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's almost in a year, but I mean, like, if you want to write me, I would be happy to drink a coffee or anything.
Wonderful. Sounds great. It's a date.
All right. Thanks,
Thanks,
Tova.
Tom.
Yeah. Carlos, we have one more requested by Christian. Christian, are you there? Can't tell. Christian's having. Oh, I think we got him. Or do we? Did we lose him? Christian? All right, we might have to sign off. Wait, oh, there you are. Can you unmute?
Okay.
There you go. You're outside. You did it on the street. Look at that.
Yeah, this is my gum. This is my gum hero. He drinks ice beer. This is his favorite animal. Something's that. And then he has like bubblegum gun weapons. His body is basically bubblegum. Look at it. You seen it?
Yeah, his
Yeah,
body
yeah,
is
yeah.
bubble gum, you said.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. What's he?
Okay. What?
He's buying.
Really?
Go ahead.
Repeat it again.
Oh, I was asking Carlos what he said because I was
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say that like it's funny, it's amazing, and also like I really appreciate that being like outside. You take the time for doing that. I mean, I will make such a mess if I will try to do something like that. But I love the idea. I find it really funny.
Thanks, Christian.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much, Christian.
Look out for traffic, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right. We'll go to Carlos. We'll bring Carlos back. Carlos, thank you. Oh my gosh, that was so fun.
Really, thank you. It was like I'm really impressed. I'm a little ashamed of my comic after seeing all yours. Like actually, like mine, I more or less have like some ideas of what I could do, and finally I changed it totally like from my original idea. But whatever, like you didn't know what you were going to do, and you create like such such a cool ideas, such an amazing drawings, beautiful art. I'm really impressed, and I've been seeing some of the previous editions of Friday Night Comics, and I recognize some of you, and I have to say, like, you really make like cool things here, and I'm so happy that that Tom invited me here.
That's awesome. Thanks so much. I've just put in the chat one last time where to share, but also where to get your books. We really appreciate you being here. I'm going to ask everybody to unmute and give you a round of applause. Carlos, thanks for staying up so late. It's like almost 3 a.m. there, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, but my pleasure. I mean, I had so much fun. Like, I didn't even notice the time.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Speak with Ellen Forney, who's here. Thanks for coming, Ellen.
Great.
I'll see you next time.
Yeah.
All right.
Gracias, Carlos. Gracias.
Gracias,
That was
Carlos.
fun. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Hi, everybody.
Your English is great, by the way.